What up, boys and girls? I'm Colin Still, your local real estate agent here in DFW. And today we're going to be talking about step one for working without an agent to buy a home. If you're a buyer and you're looking to buy a home and you don't want to work with an agent, this is step one. As always, this is not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. Let's jump into it. So, step one is going to be pre approval. All right, you need to get pre approved for your financing, assuming you're financing. I'll mention cash too later on, and we'll go into that and what you should do. But if you're going to be financing, which is what most people are going to be doing, you need to get your pre-approval, okay? Now, if you're working with an agent, right after signing that buyer representation agreement that allows them to work with you and represent you, they're probably going to be urging you to get pre-approved. And it's for their benefit and yours, okay? And a lot of people like get butthurt about this. Oh, you don't think I can buy a home, blah, 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 blah. Don't get butthurt. It's just part of the process, y'all. You know, you just got to do it. All right. And so there's a lot of good reasons for doing it. If you're working with an agent, it's to protect themselves as well as you. They don't want to show you, a dozen, 2 dozen homes over a month, spend all this time and energy, and find out you can't buy the homes you're looking at. That would suck. So don't do that. Okay. First, get pre approved. Now, if you're not working with an agent, it's all the same stuff, all the stuff I just mentioned, and then some more, okay? So obviously, if you are not working with an agent, no one's gonna be urging you to do this, and you should still, okay? And here's why. So I'd say number one is gonna be price range. Get pre-approved so you know what your price range is. So you're not looking at homes that you can't buy, okay? It's gonna hurt your feelings. It would hurt anyone's feelings to fall in love with a $500,000 home and only be able to finance a $350,000 home, or to fall in love with a $380,000 home and only be able to buy a $260,000 home. So find out what your actual budget is and what you're actually able to finance so that you're not wasting all of this time and energy looking at homes that you can't buy. That way your expectations don't get set up here, right? And then it's way easier to set your expectations initially for what you can actually buy, right? You can really appreciate a $250,000 home. There's some great $250,000 homes out there, right? But if you start off looking at $400,000 homes, right, you're not going to like the $250,000 homes. That's just how we're built. So don't do that, okay? Another reason is on the financing or on the money side is just because you do, let's say you're looking at $400,000 homes and that's what you get pre-approved for. It's like, oh, happenstance, like I got pre-approved for exactly what I'm looking at. Well, maybe that might, because that's like the cap amount of what you can finance, you might decide, let's not like max out my loan ratio for what like the maximum loan is I can take out. Like let's live below our budget, just because I can afford a $3,000 monthly payment or a $3,500 monthly payment, or afford to take out a $500,000 loan. Not necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what I should do, right? You and your significant other or whoever, maybe you're by yourself, whatever, right? You may sit down and go, hey man, let's not try to keep up with the Joneses, and let's go with, a home that's a little lower than what our top cap financing amount is. You may go, oh, screw it, I want the nicest home I can get. Let's do it. That's fine too, but at least now you know, okay? The next reason is going to be, if you are already doing the due diligence of putting all the work in to go look at homes, since you're not working with an agent and you're having to do all of this yourself, you don't want to find yourself in a position where you're not able to put an offer that's going to be taken seriously and quickly, to capitalize on a home that you really like for whatever reason, because you haven't done this step yet. And the reason for this is if you make an offer on a property and you're going to be financing and you don't have a pre-approval, they're not going to take you seriously. If you submit an offer to me and I'm representing my sellers on a home that I'm selling, and you submit an offer for $300,000 and you don't include a pre-approval for at least $300,000, you don't have an offer. You have like a hollow promise. Like, I would like to buy your home. Okay, well, can you buy the home? The pre-approval says I can buy the home. And this goes for cash too, okay? It's the same thing. Show me the money, all right? So a cash offer that doesn't include proof of funds, right, it's a hollow offer, right? If you send a cash offer without proof of funds, the very next thing I'm doing as a listing or selling agent is I'm asking, Where's the money? Can I see a bank statement, screenshots of accounts? Show me the money, right? Like I need to include proof of funds with this. Like if I go present this offer to my clients, this cash offer, and you don't have proof of funds, or you say, no, I can't give you proof of funds, I'm going to tell them don't take it. Like, because there's no guarantee they can even buy it. This could be a fake ass offer. And don't be surprised. I mean, you would be surprised how many people are making these cash offers that do not have the cash in the bank or the ability to even buy. They're doing something completely else. So I'll go through that later on the selling side, on my selling episodes, on what that is and what you should look out for so you can better protect yourself. But going back to this on the pre-approval side, that's why you want to do it. You don't want to, do all this due diligence, work real hard, research, spending nights on Zillow in bed, scrolling, finding what a good deal looks like, a home that, maybe has like a higher days on the market. It checks all the boxes, is exactly the kind of home you want. It's in your price point, blah, 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 and then not be able to make an aggressive offer quickly that they're going to take seriously, because you might just lose out to someone else, right? But, if you're able to get the offer in quickly, right, and get it in their hands, have it sit in their hands for a while, even if they don't jump on it immediately, assuming another offer doesn't come in quickly, that seller might be a little more reasonable to accept or negotiate at your offer than they would be if if you dragged your butt and by the time you get the offer in, they've already got another offer, right? If you can get the offer in quickly, you might beat out other offers that are, they're dragging their feet or they haven't even seen the home yet, whatever. And so if they go a week or two with no other offers and your offer is just sitting in their hands, might start looking pretty good. And so you might be able to get a better deal and have a little bit more negotiating tactfulness and ability to negotiate a better deal. So step one, get the pre-approval, and don't waste your time. If you're working with an agent, don't get butthurt if they're urging you to get a pre-approval. It's for your interest as well as theirs. It's the best thing for both of you. That way, expectations are realistic. You know what you should be looking at, and maybe you and your wife can sit down and do the budget, whatever, right? It's all for the best. So don't get in your feelings about some of this stuff, and this is why the pre-approval comes first, step one. It's just the right process, and you need to get your ducks in a row first, okay? So that's it for this episode, guys. Get your pre-approval, especially if you're not working with an agent. That way, if you come across something you're really interested in, you have ammo in the tank. You're not hunting without ammo, okay? If you found this episode valuable and you were able to stick to the end, one, I really appreciate it. And two, if it was valuable or you thought it was valuable, please like and subscribe so I can grow this channel and more people just like yourself can come across this content so that I can help them along their journey in real estate. So that's it, guys. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Peace.